It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2020, and you're listening to The Jaking Off Show. The Jaking Off Show is brought to you by you, my fellow patrons over at patreon.com. Go to patreon.com/jakingoffshow or go to the link in the description to holla for $1 and help this podcast grow. I've spent hundreds of my own money to make this what it is, buying cameras and microphones and upkeeping all the equipment and all that stuff, and I can always use a little help from my fans and viewers. Of course, this podcast is always going to be free to listen to on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast, Anchor, and YouTube. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and keep up with weekly content, not only just podcasts, but videos like me screaming all day or doing metal vocal covers of kids shows, things like that. I also I just did Fraggle Rock. You can go to my Instagram at Jake Albassi to find the extra content and show dates. We're also sponsored by Liquid Death Mountain Water. Go to liquiddeath.com and get yourself a case of this kick-ass water that is eco-friendly and canned. Single-use plastics are fucking up the planet and littering it with actual death. So get Liquid Death and help keep plastic out of our oceans. Liquiddeath.com. Murder your thirst. That's good fucking water. Also, they're gonna have exploding water, sparkling water for a very limited time. I ordered myself a case of that earlier. I hope it's good. They said that they're gonna start shipping them out mid-March. Hopefully, it's not infected with that Corona with lime. Oh God, I cannot believe that thing is going around. Corona with lime, coronavirus, Modelo, whatever you want to call it. People are actually losing their shit. It's kind of amazing to me. My roommate stopped by the local Costco in Van Nuys, and the fucking... Okay, it's a Costco, right? You've been into a Costco. So a Costco is a wholesale store, just walls and walls of stuff, right? So there's like, a tower aisle of toilet paper usually. It's gone. It's all gone. Cases of water, toilet paper, tissue paper, like it's all fucking gone at the Costco. Like people are actually losing their shit. And you know what? I embrace the Corona with lime. I embrace it. And this is going to sound fucked up. Here's why. There's too many goddamn people. There's too many fucking people. And make the 405 free again. That shit needs to empty out. We have just way too many idiots, way too many assholes. And look, and you might be saying, Jake, why would you say such horrible things? Why would you want death and destruction on the planet and having millions of people possibly be infected and dying? Look, we need something like this to humble us when it all blows over. Because look, this isn't going to last forever. It's not going to cause the fucking zombie apocalypse. The economy's not going to fucking collapse. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Just look, there's no healing crystal for this, you fucking hippies, all right? Just wash your fucking hands and don't open mouth cough anywhere, really. If you got to wipe your nose with like a little handkerchief or a piece of tissue or whatever. And if you want to pull pranks and scare people, make sure you do this a lot. Just act like you're fucking dying or whatever and have like a box of Chinese food or whatever. That's racist. But look, something like this, I actually want it to get worse. And like I said a couple minutes ago, it sounds fucked up, but look, the nation is so divided when it comes to politics, and it's election year, and I hope you all voted yesterday because that shit's done and over with, and Michael Bloomberg dropped out, so we don't have to see him anymore and those fucking ridiculous ads. How ridiculous is that? The guy spent $500 million on ads and shit. It just... What a way to waste $500 million. What a fucking waste. I'm astounded. And the guy still has a bunch of fuck you money left over. But look, when something like this happens, people get a little worried, and people start to be a little nicer to one another. So let's take 9/11, for example. Horrible event. Thousands of people died. It was awful. But in the aftermath of it, people came together. People got humble. Strangers were hugging each other and asking each other if they were okay. And I remember American flags on every single car and every single front lawn and every single house. Like, it was nuts. And it was just out of this horrible fucking tragedy, we got humble and we got nicer. So, let's have some Corona with lime. I heard that there was a death today north of Sacramento. There has been 10 deaths in Washington State. Ugh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, and by the way, couple of announcements to make. Before I go further into this, we have some show dates for you, all right? And the information for these show dates are going to be in the description below the video if you're watching this on YouTube. Cool. If you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever, too bad? No, it's going to be there. March 8th, 9 o'clock. I am at the Springbok Bar and Grill, also known as the Van Nuys Comedy Club. It's a free show. Look, even though it's a free show, the club is small. So the link in the description is a $5 ticket to reserve a table. All right? Small club, holds up about 40 people. And you want a good seat. You want to guarantee a good seat, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to be full, and you're not going to get a reservation. You won't have anywhere to sit. You won't get to order a drink. And you'll have to stand like a fucking asshole, scratching your nuts, wondering where the fucking jokes are coming from. You want to reserve a table for this. It's only $5. Food's really good burgers, really good seafood, really good steaks. You know, it's good food, good beverages. It's all South African style. Really good shit. Come see me. March 11th, I am at Flappers in Burbank in the Yoo-Hoo Room at 7:30. In the description below for that is a discounted half price tickets, and that's only good till the day before the show. So get those tickets before it's going to be $10 at the door. You don't want to miss out. Look, you really don't want to miss out, because there's big things happening right now. So after that show at Flappers, I'm going to the Hideaway Lounge in Oklahoma City. It's not a gig. We're being honest here, because I've been embellishing this a little bit. It's not a gig, but look, I have cousins over in Oklahoma, and they can't come over here to see me. So you know what? I'm gonna come to them, and I'm gonna do a couple of open mics at this spot. Call in advance, and do a couple minutes and just work with a different crowd. I'm gonna work with a different crowd, because how the fuck else am I gonna get better at this? I gotta work with different groups of people and just see where everybody's at. You got to experience other people. You got to hang out with different groups of people. I can't stay in this echo chamber that is Los Angeles. It's like, oh, I am perfectly okay with making jokes about the coronavirus, but the basketball man died. We can't joke about the basketball man. And it's been like a month and a half since Kobe died, and it's not ready for the stage. We're still not gonna do that. But I'll joke about a plague that will bring certain doom upon the human race. That's perfectly fine. Anyway, after Oklahoma, I am at the Secret Comedy Club, aka Sal's Restaurant, on April 15th, tax day. That's where you're gonna see the devil, guys. Brief pause for water. Yeah, Secret Comedy Club. There's going to be more information on that. I don't have posters or links available. I just booked it. So as we get closer to the date, we'll have more information. And this is a packed gig. I booked this gig all by myself because I inquired from within and sent out my electronic press kit. Videos, headshots, what have you, resumes, and all that stuff. All that stuff you need to tell the booker that you're not fucking around. So I booked that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And as the date gets closer, I'll remind you again. I've performed at Sal's Restaurant before. They've got really good pizza, really good food, and it's in Hollywood. Come down April 15th at the Secret Comedy Club. You'll see me there. And the big one, drum roll please. No drum roll. I really don't want to edit that in and do extra work. Fuck that shit. I am at the Portland International Comedy Contest, May 13th through the 16th at Harvey's Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon. Holy shit. We're getting we're getting gigs outside of where I'm at. And I really hope they don't get canceled because of Corona with Lyme, because LAX is fucked right now. And, look, if I end up getting it and I end up dying, so the fuck what? So what? I died doing what I love to do, and that's doing comedy and doing the podcast. I am perfectly fine with dying from that. I'm okay with it. I'm also really scared of flying, so I rethink my entire life before I go on a plane. I'm very scared. I'm terrified. I white knuckle it on my seat, and I rethink my entire life in that seat. The last time I flew, excuse me, the last time I flew was about 4 years ago. Yeah. I flew to Oklahoma to see family 4 years ago. My aunt got in a huge accident, and I had to go see her. And oh no! It was I had to go see my uncle in New Mexico and my aunt in Colorado. No, I'm lying to you. That was a Greyhound bus. Don't take Greyhound. It's bad. No, I flew to Oklahoma about 4 years ago to see my aunt, and I hate flying so much. I rethink my entire life up to that point and go, yeah, that was a good run. That was an okay run. I'm okay with this. And when the plane starts taking off, I'm crying, I'm panicking on the inside. I'm not showing it. On the inside, total fucking panic paralysis. We're all dead. But on the outside, I'm fine. Or so it seems. But yeah, if Corona with Lyme comes in and takes us all out, fuck it. If it ends up being me, fuck it. I did what I like to do. No regrets. Because how old was Kobe? 41, and I'm 29. 12 years is not a long time. So I might as well do whatever the fuck I want, because you know what, man? I have no future. I have no future at all. I can be working the same bullshit job for as long as I have it, and I'll just do that. I don't know what the future holds. I'm just gonna keep consistent and keep doing what I like to do, because that's all that really matters, right? That's all that really matters. And I'm just going hard in the paint and booking these gigs on my own. And I'm not gonna fucking run around all day and pass out business cards. I got a fuck ton of business cards right here. If it ends up being me, I died doing what I love. I want to be so good that other people will just walk up to me and notice me, because I don't want to come off like I'm desperate or hungry or whatever. Like, even though like I kind of am, I'm just gonna just keep trucking, just moving along. I did an audition for the first time in a while, and it was a Skype audition. Oddly enough, it was for a thing. Can't really say yet. Not until I book it. But it was weird because it was a Skype audition. I had the web camera set up right there, and I made sure that the weed poster wasn't in the shot. I wore a nice shirt. I tied my hair back. I gelled it a little bit. I actually looked like a person and not the burglar from Home Alone. And I did it. But the thing is, they didn't. They could only see the top half of me, so I'm wearing fucking sweatpants and Pikachu slippers at this audition, and it was for the thing. The audition was about 30 minutes long. Some of it we were just talking and not even like doing the actual audition, because I kind of got along with the casting person. And if something happens, cool. And if it doesn't, whatever. It doesn't. The acting bug, it's I gotta slowly climb back into the acting thing, because if I were to like get some TV show or a commercial or something like that, that could draw more asses in seats to see my comedy. So because I religiously listen to comedy themed podcasts that aren't necessarily funny, but it's about stand up. One of those is Rogan, if he has a comic on, that is, and Joey Diaz, and they talk about the intricacies of stand up, and I'm fucking obsessed with it. And you know, I draw wisdom from these guys, and what 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 they were saying in past podcasts was that people would do stand up to get that sitcom gig. People would do stand up to get on TV. And now it's like the opposite. Now you have to kind of do it all cuz and you have to have content. You know, you have to be consistent. You have to like show people that you're not fucking around, you know? And you just got to keep pushing, and whoever notices, and people will book you, and you need asses in seats. Now, I am so lucky to be from here. I have friends here that come and see me, and that's great. And I'm shooting and recording almost every set that I do. Uh, my last set at the Sycamore Tavern, I recorded that, and I actually felt confident enough to use that tape and send it out. I hate looking at myself. I really do. Can't stand it. And I'm very hypercritical, so I'm always like, ugh, you know. At the end of that set, in my last podcast, I talked about sponge braining. I kind of sponge brained a comedian set, but I cut that out because it was at the very end. I cut it out, so no bad feelings at all. And I booked a sweet little gig because I did it all by myself. Look, man, nothing's gonna fucking happen to you. Nothing's gonna just show up at your door because you're you. Fuck you. Go get it, man. I'm serious. There's too many people that are so self-entitled, like, oh, I'm gonna get discovered. Oh, I'm gonna make it. Like, no. You gotta go out there and fucking get it, man. You're not gonna fucking get discovered by a fucking band because you're diddling around on your guitar. You gotta record it. You gotta mix it. You gotta go out there. You gotta tear off the little information on those posters at band rehearsal venues and audition for stuff. You got to get after it. You want to fucking make a video game? Go to school for it. You want to, get good at sports? Get good at sports and practice. Practice all the time. Make it an obsession. You want to get better at stand-up comedy? Keep doing it. And then, until you don't suck at it so much. Nothing just fucking happens to you. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat that. Because look, you got to do what's right for you. Okay? You got to maximize your potential. And if Corona with Lyme is going to come in and take us all out, and you didn't do anything with your life, and the fucking cough comes in and gets you, and you're on your deathbed going, what the fuck? Why didn't I go after it? I don't want to have that regret on my deathbed. When my time comes, I don't want to sit there on my last dying breath going, oh, I wish I should have done that. Oh, I could have done that. I don't want to have that on my conscience when my time comes. I want to be able to say that I traveled the country or I traveled the world doing what I like doing best. And hopefully one day making a living off of it. That'd be great. Or making a living off of doing the podcast or whatever. Because look, I don't even care that only like 6-7 people listened to the last one. Actually, it turns out that I get more viewers when I have a guest because that guest's friends will listen to it, and I got to get on that. But I can't. I'm not as confident to call people and hit them up and bring them over here because this place is a fucking mess, and I live with a hoarder. I actually looked into an apartment in North Hollywood, but it's like a co-living type of thing. It's cheap. I would get my own room, but there's like a common area that I'd have to share with people. I hate people. Ugh. Especially like other like artsy fartsy types, which is such a stupid thing to hate on because I am an artsy fartsy type. And I'm selfish. I don't give a fuck about somebody else's art, What am I saying? Looking like I got a chip on my shoulder. I want to support friends in their art. I want to talk about other people's work on the podcast, but I haven't been inquiring on getting any guests lately, just because I'm I'm ashamed, uh, of this of my space, and I gotta get it together. But we're doing this. We're gonna do this every week, and we're gonna do it till the wheels fall off, and it'll just keep going. This is number 38. Maybe I'll have a studio space by 50 or 60 or 70. Who knows, man? But I'm taking control of my destiny, and I'm gonna be 30 next year, and I got to take care of myself, you know. So I might as well do whatever the fuck I want and live the maximum of my potential. Um, I'm cutting down on the weed a little bit because it's affecting it is affecting my productivity. Um, I'm gonna wait till the next paycheck comes around. Also, I'm just gonna be straight for the next couple of gigs because I have a lot of shows that are like closer together now, and I have to stay sharp, you know. And I'll reward myself with the pot after a gig, you know. I can't just smoke weed all the time because it does hinder me, you know. But there's a time and a place for it, and I'm gonna try not to, fuck myself over with that. Um, uh, it's just a lot, and I'm just trying to keep it all together and stay out of my fuck shit life because I did, other than going out to vote, I did nothing yesterday. I did nothing. I slept all day. I had a depresso nap, you know. I was just in bed all day. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do any house chores. I was just so I wanted rest because I've been overwhelmed lately, um, and I needed to change some habits. I decided to have a shave, just so I could feel like a new person. Um, yeah, because I manscaped a little. This is a little too much detail. Um, but I'm just trying to keep it together, and it's not easy. If you're down, if you're depressed, if you're not feeling like it, if the things you enjoy doing aren't bringing you happiness, call somebody. Talk to a friend, reach out. Because look, the 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 internal battle is forever. Um, People always get down. People always get upset about themselves. I get upset about myself all the time, and I do get bummed out. It's not all fucking positive, wishy-washy. I get bummed out. It happens, and you got to reach out to people. You can't just be in your fuck shit life. Um, Call a friend and talk to him for a little bit. Because we've I've lost too many people already. One is too many people, but I've already lost too many people to suicide, and I've always wondered, man, what were they going through? What was going on? What could I have done? I could have called. I could have checked in, and then you feel that it's on you because you're not stopping your pain. You're passing it on to someone else. And your life matters. It matters, damn it. It's my best friend's birthday today. Shout out to the main man, Vahe. Known him for half my life. I'm gonna send you a little care package with a custom shirt and some stuff. Just because it's a nice thing to do, and he lives way the fuck far away, and we don't get to hang out and drink anymore because I don't drink anymore. Because we're doing our thing, we're doing our lives. But even though I haven't seen him in a while, and even though we're very different on the political spectrum, our blood is thicker than water. The bond of our friendship is stronger than any fucking political squabble that people are going around doing. It was all politics yesterday, and everyone's posting up pictures of their little "I voted" sticker. Look what I did! Like, just, oh, stop. We're in this country, and it's our civic duty. People died for that right, and people are like, look what I did. Like, shut up. there's so many weeds to sort through, you know? This is just the beginning. It's only March, man. I think 3 candidates dropped out already, and it's just getting a little down to the wire now. And man, I don't want to end this on politics, but it's on my mind. Fuck it. Joe Biden was picking up some steam, and you know, I didn't really pay attention. I don't know what he was doing while he was vice president, but I'm of course I'm in Bernie camp still. But I'm like, is this going to be our fucking guy? Is this going to be our guy to go up against Donald Trump? This is our guy. This can't be our guy. No, I disagree. It should be Bernie Sanders, and people are afraid, like, oh, socialism. Guess what, man? There's the Republican Senate is still a Republican Senate. Bernie or Joe Biden, no matter, it doesn't matter who it is, they ain't gonna get shit passed because the Senate is Republican, and they're just gonna go nope, and that's it. That's it. What else do you need to like? Obama didn't get shit done because of a Republican Senate, and Bernie Sanders is gonna have the same goddamn problem. So it's not like he's gonna wave a magic wand and all of a sudden healthcare is free or college is free or whatever. It has to pass through bills and shit, man. So if you're freaking out if it's the end of the world because of socialism or whatever, stop. You know? My goddamn roommate called me. She probably wants help with stuff because she's fucking panicking and scared over Corona with Lyme and probably went out to go get toilet paper at some store. Seriously, like at the top of the show, I talked about the lack of toilet paper at the local Costco. Dude, we should, even though we should not be panicking, people are. It's not good. And, you know, we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We'll just wait for this whole thing to blow over. We'll go to the Winchester, have a pint, kill Phil. Sorry. I got that whole reference backwards. What the fuck am I doing? Anyhow, you know, that's it. I just want to get a couple of things off my chest and tell you some show dates. And, you know, really plug that Liquid Death sponsored shit because you should get it. It's really good shit. It's very good water. Because another thing that read out at the Costco's was bottled water in bulk. You know how much plastic that is? That's so much plastic. So get Liquid Death. It's canned water. It's fucking metal. And it's recyclable. You can recycle aluminum cans more than you can with plastic. You can't do shit with plastic. I saw like an article like someone made a boat out of plastic bottles. Like, yeah, cool, whatever. But it's still like there, you know. Anyhow, that's it, and that's all I wanted to talk about. Just wanted to quick little Jake off, tell you what's going on with me, and cool. I'll talk to you guys next week. Donate to my Patreon. Holla for $1, please, pretty please, with a cherry on top, not with a lime. We're all fucking dead. All right, okay, thanks. Bye.